Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new Cinema Boys podcast. I'm Keyshaun.
I'm Chris.
I'm Michael.
And today's topic is going to be some of our funnier childhood stories and maybe a couple injury stories as well. Anyone like to start?
I think Keyshaun should start.
Well, fine then. I see how it is. I'll start out with a injury story. So, when I was a little kid, this was at a daycare.
Ooh.
And one of my oldest friends, LaTroy, we were playing bowling, except the daycare didn't own any bowling balls or any type of balls at all. Mm-hmm. Shut up, Chris. So, while we were playing, we decided to use a plastic cube as a bowling ball instead.
Ooh.
And so, I roll the cube, I hit the pins, I go up to reset them. I say, LaTroy, don't roll it. I'm going to reset them. I didn't say it exactly like that, but that's the general idea. So I'm resetting them, and instead of rolling it, this idiot decided to 100% chuck it at the pins while I'm setting them up. Hit me right in the eyebrow, and there was a cut. All I remember was blood washing over my eye.
Aww.
Like, you know the intro to James Bond?
Yeah.
Where he shoots and then the blood... That's what it looked like over my right eye.
I'm sorry, how young were you?
It was in daycare. I don't think I was even going to school yet, so I had to be like 5 years old.
Good
5 or
Lord.
6. I remember one of the workers at the daycare, he said to me, "Don't worry, it's just a hockey injury." Because he knew I liked hockey. I wore like a bunch of hockey shirts when I was a kid.
Did that make you feel better?
It made me feel a little bit better. So then my mom came, picked me up, we went to the hospital, and I forgave LaTroy because he was like one of my only friends that I had.
So, you're talking about daycare. I got some neat stories from daycare. So, I don't remember this, but my dad told me about this. Apparently, like at daycare, like in this, I'm not really a violent person. Like I get mad, but I never like punch anybody or anything. But apparently, like I'm not sure if this correlated, but apparently like this kid was really annoying me. And for whatever reason, I put him in a headlock and started choking him.
Oh my God, Chris.
And I don't, like, of course I didn't like hurt him, but like I put him in a headlock. And then one of the teachers go, "Oh, well, why didn't you tell us?" He's like, "Because Chris had his arm around my throat." Oh my God. I did not know that. That was just so messed up. And then I just couldn't believe that because like I can't believe I did that as a kid. I was only 4 years old.
Man.
And then there was this other time where I forget what the kid's name was. I'm not sure. He might have. I'm not sure if like there's something wrong with him, but basically I think we're on the slide and he wouldn't give me, like, I think I wanted to go on the slide and the kid just decided to bite me. Just bit me, and I got so, like daycare was pretty crazy, honestly. Like,
yeah.
They just chomped down on your arm or something?
Like I think it was my hand. Like he just bit me, and I'm like, what the heck? And then he walked away, and I was like, okay. I still have, I mean, when it comes to like daycare, like, God, like. Daycare is just...
It was insane. It was insane.
Such a messed up place. And I remember, like... I still left my Omnitrix there from, like, Ben 10.
Oh, my
God.
God.
Watch. It's probably still there. Forever it shall lie. So, Mikey, did you go to daycare as a kid?
No, but, during summer, like, for, like, maybe, like, 3rd, 4th, maybe even 5th grade, I went to a Jewish community camp.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of fun, I guess. Like, there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
I particularly like this rocking horse. Like, it was like one of those outdoor rocking horses, like the big spring underneath it.
Oh yeah.
It had a wasp's nest inside it.
Oh.
But that's not my story today. My story today is about how I nearly drowned because of a kid. Well, let me explain. So,
It's getting good.
I had a friend named Logan, and we were friends. We kind of had this same liking, same hobbies, sort of, kind of. I had very different hobbies back then. And he thought it would be a fun idea to get on my back in the pool. So me in the pool, I got up against the wall. He climbed up on my back, and I'm like, if I get off this wall, he's gonna drag me down to the bottom. So I was like, oh, hey, let me be Spider-Man, haha, and I just like, kind of like, hanged on across the wall and went across the wall, and like, I was waiting for him to get bored and like get off. Like I'm always the kind to be like, I'll wait for him to like do something I want him to do or whatever. I'm never like, hey, get off of me. For the worst in this situation, because he was hooked on me. Like, he would not let go. And even a couple times I kind of like went underwater to kind of like make him get off. If I was going to like stay underwater. He would not let go.
We all float down here.
And like, I could have drowned. He could have drowned me.
See, I don't remember like too many like pool stories, but the one thing I do remember is that I did almost drown. I don't know how this happened. I think I either I slipped like into the pool because I didn't know how to swim like without my floaties till I was about like 8, 9. But even then, that was mostly because every single pool that I went to with my family, like the pool would be like so deep that where like my head would be right under the water. So I kind of always had to wear a life jacket. But for whatever reason, I didn't have my life jacket on, and I either slipped or someone pushed me in the pool, and all I can remember is like someone getting a net to like get me out. Not like you know, like the skimmer nets that they use to skim out stuff.
You were that small?
Yeah, no, I wasn't that small. I
was trying a little baby.
I wasn't that small. It was just the fact of like I needed something to grab onto. I just remember that I like grabbed down. And I was just like coughing up water and everything, and it was
Oh my god, that reminds me. That absolutely reminds me. When I was young, well, I mean, like when I was like way young, when I was a baby, and my family went to the beach. I did not like touching sand whatsoever at all. I stayed on the little blanket, never moved. But like as I got older, I eventually got into the sand and into the water. And I don't know why this memory stuck with me, but I distinctly remember being washed up on the shore by a wave and just burping up a whole load of seawater in front of these girls.
My God.
Dude, that happened to me when I think I was like 11, and I went to North Carolina with my family, and I remember like I had sunglasses on, and like for some reason I turned around, and I didn't think a wave was going to be that big, and next thing you know, I turn around, smack, right in the face, a big wave, like, I'm, like, under the water for, like, 4 or 5 seconds, and I get back up, my sunglasses are gone, and I'm just sitting there crying, and then I'm like, my sunglasses are gone, and then my family decides, hey, let's take a family photo. And so that's why if I ever
see that picture. Yeah. I want to see that picture.
I'll have to find that picture. I'll have to edit it in here or something, but, like, I'll have it, like, overlaying, but... Like, that's why you could tell, like, my face is all red because I'm just, like, I just got done crying. And that was, like, when I was, like, I was, like, a real baby till I was about, like, 14, 15.
Yeah, see, I don't think those beach stories are that bad because that was just nature doing what it does. The reason I can swim, but I don't like swimming is because when I was a little kid, we went to, I forgot whose house it was, but it was a really nice house. It was a really big house, and it had a really big pool with it. I forgot whose it was, though. So, I'm losing my train of thought here. Oh, yes. We went there, and we're all swimming in there, and I needed floaties because I couldn't swim yet. So I'm swimming, and I'm in the shallow end. I'm playing around, and one of my mom's friends, he was always, like, trying to, like, toughen me up. He was always, like, kind of pushing me around, but he was doing it to try and toughen me up as a kid. And so he says, here, I'll teach you how to swim. So I get out of the pool. We walk around to the other side of the pool. He picks me up, throws me in 7 feet.
Oh, my God.
Just picks me up and throws me in. I start panicking immediately. I'm, like, panicking to get out of the pool. And so I don't remember, but either I swam out or someone grabbed me. I remember just sitting in the house, upset the rest of the day. Yeah, that's why I don't really like swimming anymore.
Oh, did you sink a little?
I sunk. I definitely sunk a little. Those floaties were not helping me. And, yeah, there were a lot of times where I would just, like... It was always with water, too, when like, my mom's friends were always trying to toughen me up. I remember in this place nearby, it's called the Seven Tubs. It's basically like different... It's basically like, you know, different little... it's like water comes down from the mountain, and it, like, goes into, like, different little pools. And so then there's this one big one down at the bottom, but I never wanted to go there. I always hated going there because I was afraid that I was gonna like slip off the rocks, go into the water, hit my head, something like that.
Oh.
And so everyone knew that I was terrified to go there. And so my mom's friends decide to say, you know, they go, "Hey, want to go to the Seven Tubs?" They know I'm terrified of it, so I go, "No, I don't want to go." They're like, "You're going." "No, I don't want to go." "You're going." So what they decide to do,
Oh no.
one of them grabs me by the legs, other one grabs me by the hands. I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to get away. They throw me into the back of the trunk.
What? Oh my god.
Wait. Back of the trunk. Are we talking about like a car or a truck?
A car.
Wait.
So
Wait, so you were in the trunk?
I was in the trunk of a car, screaming and hitting it from the inside, and all I hear from the outside is, "Hey, you're gonna dent it."
How old were you again?
I was like, I had to be like 8 or something.
that's traumatic.
And I remember getting out and running to my mom, and I was like crying. I was all hysterical. But it's like, I look back on that now and I look at it with a laugh. My mom did nothing. She did nothing.
So,
Oh
like,
my god.
so we're talking about like our injuries and like stuff that like caused us like to get upset and everything. But let's segue into like stuff that got us in trouble at school. Now, I'm not a very troublesome kid, but this is what happened. So I'd say it was 3rd grade. There's this kid. I'm not gonna say his name, but like basically he would always like tease me and everything. Like I made a list about like all my family members, but I put their like initials or like put like 2 letters to signify them, and like he'd like make fun of it, like say he'd be like, "Oh, DJ," and like, you know, like dumb kid stuff, like would just like try to mock it. And one day like he broke the line, and all I remember was I didn't even like hit him. I didn't like I'm sitting next to Keyshaun right now. Like I put my foot like I jokingly like slowly went like I placed my foot like as if I was gonna kick him in the nuts, but I didn't. I like jokingly said, "Hey, I'm gonna kick you nuts," but I didn't do it, and I got in trouble for it. I got after school detention.
Oh boy.
And oh my god, I was like just crying and all upset. But there was this other time though in 3rd grade where, so you know how like we had our snacks and everything. So I got a bag of goldfish. I decided to, I was done my goldfish, but I still had 1 goldfish left. I decided to get a goldfish, put it on one side of the bag, like a blown up plastic bag, and then hit the other side.
Oh, you launched it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The goldfish went flying, and it hit a teacher right in the rear end. And I forget what happened. I think I got detention again.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh god. And I was just so upset because I was like, every single year like before like 4th or 5th grade I was saying, I'm not going to get detention. I'm not going to get detention, and I get detention.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I have a pretty clean record in school, except for kindergarten. Don't worry, I've got a different story. You guys don't have to worry about that other story.
Oh. We can't say that story on the
No.
podcast.
They're gonna know. They're gonna be wondering. Anyway, so there was always well, first let me explain the punishment. So there's the regular punishment, like if you did something kind of bad, but like not like super bad. They tell you sit in the chair. And that was the worst thing ever. You were on kind of like timeout. But if it was really bad, not only did you have to sit in the chair, but you also didn't get lunch. This was kindergarten, by the way. No lunch.
Sounds like a horror movie. Coming this summer, The Chair.
No lunch. That would be the sequel. That would be the sequel.
See, like when I think of like someone giving someone the chair, I'm thinking about them getting the death penalty.
Oh my god. Well, it's certainly.
Well, when someone says like, oh, they're getting the chair, that means that they're gonna, they're getting the death penalty.
The electric chair, yeah.
Right, like it sure felt that way walking to that chair on that little
Just like
table.
a long hallway, a single light on the chair.
No, it's just kind of like the corner of like the main area.
Okay.
But I mean, like, so I like to think I was a pretty cool kid. I had my hair gelled up in spikes. I never buttoned the top button on my collared shirt.
Whoa, Mikey, whoa.
Like I was way different.
Whoa, back up.
And like we're going up these stairs. It's kind of like kind of like a flight of stairs that it's kind of like the square spiral. You know what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that was in Spider-Verse when I was walking up those stairs. It was kind of like that. And what I did was, like, around every corner, I'd flip my lunch around, like, over the edge. I just did it with my phone to demonstrate. And I'd catch it as I walk up, like, on the next side. I missed it. And it fell down, and it fell. And, it hit someone towards the bottom. And this was a packed lunchbox with a frozen bottle of water in it.
Oh my god.
And it fell a few levels onto someone's head. And I saw them fall down, and I'm like, oh my god.
You thought you murdered somebody. You thought you ended someone's life.
I didn't know. I thought they just fell over.
Oh god.
Man.
Yeah, they identified me pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I don't remember if they did anything more than the chair and no lunch. I mean, they had my lunch. I couldn't really, like, take my lunch.
Well, yeah, because you used it to almost kill a kid.
Didn't mean to.
It was the murder weapon. It was taken away.
But, I mean, I'm pretty sure that... Like, I don't think it was another kindergartner. I think it was, like one like a mother or someone.
Oh god.
Like going into like be with the kids and whatnot. Like if I hit a kindergartner with that meteor coming down from above, I think they would have been dead.
Yeah.
Assassination. Overkill.
Headshot.
Yeah. It seems like
Dang, I got an assist.
It seems like when we were in kindergarten, we were like a lot worse because our brains didn't know right from wrong. We would just do what we wanted. So when this was a long time ago. This was not the same daycare I said earlier. This was a different daycare. It's called.
Did they
kick you out?
Yeah, they kicked you out.
I got kicked out. I was like, I had to be a really young toddler. I got kicked out because I don't remember this. My mom told me this story multiple times. So apparently one kid, I like to play with the blocks. And so one kid, he wouldn't share the blocks with me.
Oh, did you hit that kid?
No, I didn't hit him. I bit him and I broke the skin.
What? Oh
I broke skin.
Okay, so you bit him. Wait, did the parents like try pressing charges?
No,
Because I think that's what happened when I put that kid in the headlock.
Oh,
And they said I bruised him when I didn't. Like I literally just wrapped my arm around him. Like I didn't squeeze. Apparently, I didn't even squeeze or anything. And like they tried to press charges. Like I'm 4. What do you do?
I know. So I bit him. I broke the skin, and so like my mom had to come and get me. And then I was kicked out of that daycare, and I don't remember going back to that daycare until I went back. They had like a summer camp thing. You go there for the day, you go home, come back, and then that was like I wasn't there for like another 10 years, and then I came back. But it's like I was a little kid. I bit someone. I got kicked out of a place. That's something to think about.
What if you came back? And they have like a sign up there that's like shows like your picture, and you come back and it's like keep your chompers away from our kids.
No, it's like one of those really like really over dramatic characters like you see in the political cartoons. It's like me with like a giant head and like giant shark teeth on me.
All right, so
you're looking like a chain chomp.
So basically, this happened in kindergarten. I was gonna tell this other story, but that one's like way too. I don't think we should tell it on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, oh my god, I can't. So what happened was, the teacher was talking about curse words and how like we shouldn't say them, and the teacher just goes, "Okay, kids, so you should never ever say curse words." And I yell out, "What, like fuck?" And and like,
oh my god!
And like whenever the teacher go up to me, she'd be like, "Kristopher Racine," like she said, cause she'd be like, "Really, you again?" And like Kristopher Racine, she'd be looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know."
He's just figuring out how the day goes.
But don't worry, I improved myself in a first grade because I guess I was such a good student that I was able to teach a not teach, but I was able to show a
like tutor.
Not tutor. I was able to read a book to a kindergarten class called Hands Off.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
I was the kid that read the book in my kindergarten.
You read Hands Off, or was it a different book?
No, it was a different book, but like I was ahead of the game. I was the MVP. I was the alpha male.
How many times
in kindergarten?
In kindergarten.
I think Keyshaun's the alpha male because he bit a kid.
I bit a kid.
That's pretty far.
And
and you broke skin, dude. I wonder if he has like a he has like a scar on his hand, and all of a sudden, like as soon as you get close, he's like, I felt a disturbance, a feeling I haven't felt since.
His scar. It's like Harry Potter. His scar starts to burn when I get closer. It's like he shows up like 10 years later. Well. Look who it is. Who are you? Don't you remember me? Shows me his hand with the bite scar on it.
Oh. You see, I was 4. Okay.
Oh, Keyshaun, Chris, you had a story. I forgot.
Oh no, I finished my story, but
yeah.
I think for this last final part, like, of the podcast, I think we should discuss, as like a sort of like an ending, we should discuss our worst injuries.
Worst injuries?
Worst injuries. So, Keyshaun, go first.
Okay, I'll go first. This one's my most recent injury, and after that injury, I didn't have any more. I've never had a broken bone in my life. I've never broken a bone, but I've gotten lots of stitches. I've gotten one on my eyebrow, in between my fingers, and the most recent one, my left thumb. We were camping, and me and my cousin Billy, we were getting firewood. And so I was like collecting like sticks and twigs and stuff that could easily burn. My cousin Billy, he's older than me, so he was trusted with like the big axe and the power saw.
I don't like where this is going.
Don't worry, it's not as bad as you think. So I was like collecting little stuff, but it was like too big to put in the fireplace. So I was trying to like break it, but it was taking too long. And so my grandfather, he lets me use his little hatchet. He lets me use his little hatchet. It's old. It's really old, and it's really dull, but it's still enough to like cut twigs and sticks and stuff.
I do not like where this is going.
So I'm just cutting them. I'm cutting them, throwing them in the fire, cutting them, throwing them in the fire. I look away for 2 seconds. I think it was one of my sisters. They like got my attention somehow. Right there. I hit my thumb. You can still kind of see the scar if you look closely.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I hit my thumb. I lift up my hand. I can see like there's blood starting to go down, and I'm like, I turn and go, Grant. I go, Pop, we have a problem. I didn't panic. I didn't cry. I was just like, oh, we have a situation here.
I would freak out. I really would freak out.
But it's like, so apparently, so he took me to the bathrooms in the campsite.
Whoa.
To where we so I can like wash it off, so then he could take me to the hospital. And so apparently when I hit it, a lot of blood splurted everywhere, because he said there was like blood. There was a blood drop in my eyebrow and some in my hair. There was like some on my arm. And so we go to the hospital, we get it stitched. But it's like, I still remember just this part of my thumb a little bit hanging off. That's the thing I remember most about that.
Okay, so my worst injury, real quick, because we have to get going soon, but one of my worst injuries actually involves a finger getting cut off.
Ooh.
And this what happened was my neighbor was babysitting me, and I wasn't paying attention. I was like 4 years old. I was in the like the little booster seat in the back, and I had my hand out in the car. But little did my babysitter know is that I had my hand, like I had it still out when she was closing the van door, and now my left pinky is like half of it's cut off, and I still have a nail though, which is. So yeah, like it's only like a couple centimeters off.
Oh, it looks pretty bad still.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten used to it. So Mikey, real quick, your worst.
I don't know why, but well, I mean, I haven't. Like I'm listening to all these stories, and I'm like, oh god, oh no! Like I would not know what happened if like my fingers.
We went through war, and then here you are over here.
Like this is definitely the weakest of the three stories. Like, none of my bones got broken, none of my fingers got cut off or caught indoors or anything, but my legs, like, especially, like, around my knees, are extremely susceptible to, like, a lot of, like, injuries.
Uh-huh.
Once, me and some old friends were, playing around in some, like, dump grounds. I fell on a pile of, like, I think it was, like, pieces of bricks and stuff that left a scab on my right knee. One time I was playing around in my basement, my basement living room. There was a nail sticking out of the couch that cut me right along the hip. Oh, that still kind of hurts a little to touch. That was recent. Oh. But the worst has to go to 4th grade.
Oh.
I told these two about the story already.
Yeah.
Our playground, I switched schools because this one was kind of not doing me so good. Our playground was an active parking lot, and here where we live, the roads aren't so great. So there's a lot of like gravel and loose stuff all around the area. And I was playing tag with someone.
Ooh.
I tried to make a sharp turn. I slip. I cannot express it. Like, thankfully, no other part of me on my left side got hurt. But just below my knee, this huge gash with, like, blood and gravel all over it. I'm screaming like a banshee. And so I get assisted over to the school nurse. They hardly do anything. Of course, why would they do anything?
Oh, never mind.
So then I'm taken to a hospital where they stick needles in it to, like, disinfect it. I hate needles. So another person another worker there had to come in, hold me down. Needles, it got stitched up. It's better. I'm better, but the scar's still there. That's about my worst story.
Jesus.
Yeah, these... kids are dumb. That's all you gotta know.
Kids are dumb.
We're dumb.
Also, I flipped someone off in kindergarten.
Oh God.
Different story. Different
podcast. But
okay.
Anyway, I think that we're gonna wrap it up here.
Thank you all for watching. Please please, if you liked it, subscribe. We have some other stuff coming out. We're working on a movie right now.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you all in the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye-bye.